back to another video. So today's a really exciting one. I've been waiting for honestly what feels like it's been 2 years. So 2 years since the making, go see it start up. So if you guys are very familiar, my whole YouTube channel pretty much started from the whole backbone of my R34 build as well. So it's come such an insanely long way from a custom wide body, complete exterior paint job, engine bay repaint, just the whole lot, you know. So it's kind of like my pride and joy. The whole reason why again I started YouTube is because of this car. Today is the first day we're gonna go and hear it start up for the first time. So the whole new engine build, we'll go over the whole car too, what's been done, and just give you guys a quick little catch up. But yeah, today's the day. Today's finally the day we actually get to hear it start up under its own power for the very first time. And I'm gonna park up and then I can show you where the 34 is sitting. Should just be in like this little shop where it's got some pretty sick cars as well, which I'll show you guys too. Sorry you got the lumpy idle. Sorry you got the lumpy idle. Sounds so good. So nice, I can't believe it. Hearing it for the first time, it sounds so nice. Oh wow, it sounds so good.
Sounds nice or what?
It sounds insane. Yeah, the whole thing. The whole thing. I don't know what happened, but I always get lucky with the sounding. Even the 32 sounded good. Yeah, it sounds really good. That sounds so freaking insane. Yeah.
That nice river bit.
Yeah. And then the dash.
That's not even too bumpy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, right. But you can even
Bit of rev again?
Yeah.
What do I do?
I just probably go behind the car. That's gonna be insane. It's gonna be, yeah. Alright, so let me give you guys a quick build breakdown while we're here. So I am again running a pretty small turbo, 3-inch downpipe from memory. I'm gonna have to repaint all that top mount manifold. I forgot the wastegate size to be honest, but we have a screamer pipe that goes down, which I will show you guys a little bit later in the video too. Got all this custom fab work. We have trigger kit, all new belts, all cam gear covers, R35 coil pack conversion. We have head drain, harmonic balancer, LS1 coil, LS1 alternator, drive-by wire kit as well, oil catch can, forward-facing plenum, just all your basic just bolt-ons for an RB25 to be able to make 500 horsepower reliably. We have gone for a thicker head gasket as well. I just really can't remember all the specs because it was such a long time ago. I've done the 34 GTL Brembos, but looks like honestly need new rotors and pads because the car has just been sitting for such a long time. But that's the custom wide body for you guys there too. Kind of cut to the drive-by wire for you guys. So this is going to be sick, especially for automatic rev matching. That's going to come with it. A lot of tuning possibilities with that too, and new injectors with the fuel rail. So there are still a lot of few things that I want to change. Oh yeah, and the actual power steering pump. So I'm going for electronic Astro power steering pump too with solid. I think from memory, solid gear engine mounts. Sorry, solid engine mounts as well. It's just I ordered all these parts such a long time ago. It's kind of like just memorizing them and just kind of breaking them down to you guys again is also just refreshing for me. We have a Phoenix twin fan radiator, bigger front mount intercooler too. But man, this just when the engine was out, I gave it a complete new engine bay paint job as well, which I just can't wait to just clean this whole car up and just make it look so much better than what it is right now. So this looking at it right now kind of breaks my heart, but trust me guys, once it's finished it's going to be insane. But yeah, extended oil pan as well, just so we're going to be running more oil. Yeah, that's just the engine mounts. I believe they're solid engine mounts, so it's going to be a bit rowdy, I think. Other than that, it's pretty neat. Yeah, still just a lot of wiring cleaning up that has to be done too, so it just kind of looks like a bit of a mess at the moment. But once everything cleaned up, I can't wait to show you guys and give you guys another update. It's going to look absolutely insane too. So also, yeah, the bad news, the front bumper did get damaged. I can kind of go over that a little bit later. I'm still thinking if I want to do a Z-tune front bumper bar or just go back to the S-tune. So we'll see how that turns out. Give you guys just a quick little look at the rear end of the 34 as well while we're here. Just, yeah, the GTR extended wing stands, the wider rear guards, which is actually wider than your standard GTR as well. So I could actually run pretty aggressive wheels and offset a lot more aggressive than a standard GTR as well. So I could probably free up, I want to say fit up to a free 15 tire at the back, because I am running at 18 times 11 plus 18 with 25mm spacers on 275/35 tires. I can run a lot more aggressive tire. I feel like that's all I needed. But coming into the interior, I've done a Haltech IC7 digital dash where the original OEM GTR MFD would be, and it's just a lot of wiring that still has to be done. But trust me guys, once this is done, the interior, exterior, and it's just gonna look absolutely insane. And this is the first time in 2 years I've actually put the car into gear with a clutch, and I've actually installed a short shifter as well, which I think is just adds that perfect throw to it. And I'm still running the OG Grady boost controller, got a wireless Apple CarPlay, and back to our IC7 digital dash, which I think is just the perfect touch. I think I didn't go overboard with the other display, and my 350Z pedal, since I'm running a drive-by-wire, I did have to convert to that. And this will be for my Haltech, so I'm going to be running buttons such as boost control, anti-lag, different boost settings, and automatic rev matching is all going to be controlled on the button. And I'm still kind of contemplating where to put that. I'll probably put that in there. I'm not too sure just yet, to be honest, but there'll be a day for that too. Hopefully in about 1 or 2 weeks we'll figure where that should belong. We'll give it its first proper actual start. So I'll take that slide up, man, that looks so nice. And actual the Grady symbol too. First actual official proper startup in what feels like it's been 2 years, so it's insane to actually hear it start and to see this too. So this has been like, it's gonna look really nice when we're driving at night. We get all the information here. Just need to figure out how to get the speedo working, but other than that everything else is working. A lot of wiring that still has to be done, but man, like the smile on my face to actually hear this thing starting sounds actually really insane nice. Probably don't want to start it too much just because it's kind of like a running, not even a running thing, but just like a basic thing on it. But guys, quick little walk around while we're here too, to show you guys something. It's got a custom wide body on it, so
So this was done probably 2 years ago. So custom molded wide body, completely repainted base side blue. I've gone T37, full GTR kit.
Yeah, sorry guys, the fans kick in and it's just you can't hear anything, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. So yeah, full GTR kit, LED lights, which also have Nismo LED lights we're going to put on. New spec exhaust, which I think adds a nice tone to it. It's nice deep, it's not too loud or raspy or annoying. So we have the extended GTR wing stands, which in my opinion just completely changes the whole rear end of it, makes it look a lot more aggressive. Again, my favorite, well, not the Federals, but the TE37 SLs, but we are running 275/35 R18 semi-slicks, which I will be also changing to RE71s once the car's done as well, because those tires are probably too old, but we'll see what we do with it. Here's just the interior. We have a complete new dash installed as well, so that took a bit of time with a bit of custom mounting of the MFD. And yeah, that's just how it's sitting at the moment, you know. It's just insane to see, and I can't wait to see this done.
I'll show you guys in the bit as well. So surge tank and everything is back here. So we got our tank twin pump, I believe, battery relocated to the back. Other than that, honestly, a lot of wiring and cleaning up still to do, but it's actually running for the first time. Just yeah, all that's left is just all this cleaning up business, to be honest. That shouldn't have to take much longer than to be on the dyno too. So give you guys a last walk around and go look at the engine bay before we kind of wrap it up. But it's sounding absolutely insane. I can't wait to see the finished project. These seats I do want to change though, but we'll see. We'll see for now. For now they're right. I got this from Japan, and that's just been in the car since forever. We've got a short shifter as well, and the Haltech IC7 dash, and just more crazy wiring. Pretty much John just needs to clean up everything here, and yeah, you guys heard it start as well, so start for the first time. But look, it's well on its way to being finished. So only very minor small few things. I think maybe like 1 or 2 days of working on it can get it finished, and then it'll be on the dyno as well. And it's just gonna, you guys heard the two-step, but it's gonna be actually ridiculous. But yeah, that's it for the 34 update for today. We'll be back when it's on the dyno as well. So back in the WRX and kind of conclude the video. Alright, so that's it guys. So it was a quick little drop off next to the 34. I mean, look, it's almost finished, but I just want to show you guys, just give you an update. It's been so long. It's been what, 9 months since my last update with the 34, and that's pretty much where it's at now. So it's running under its own power. It's pretty much finished. It just got about, I want to say, another 2 weeks of work. So it's just a lot of cleaning up work. It's got a little basic tune in it too, so nothing crazy, and that's it, you know. So almost the finished product now. It's just, I want to say, it's on its final steps. I don't know, it's been 2 years now. It's been kind of a crazy journey, and I feel like it should have been done sooner than it is. But look, just hearing it for the first time and under its own power, and that two-step, just, oh man, it blew me away. I'm not gonna lie. Super excited. I kind of just put it on the back of my mind. I wasn't focusing about it just because it was just taking so long. I didn't want to pay attention to it. I didn't want to count the days. But after dropping by it today and hearing it and just seeing it, just sitting there and almost finished, I can't wait to make videos around it for you guys and just do like a POV drive and just more. So I have so much planned for the car and with the WRX2, and I think the future of this channel is going to be a lot of fun. The biggest reason why I'm doing this or making YouTube videos as well is because I like to to document it, to look back one day and just memorize all the things that I've done with my cars, because I've had so many cars I want to say in the past, like 32 GTRs, 180s, A86s, and everyone just kind of just stayed as photos to me. So this is the first time that I'm actually documenting my builds, and we're kind of bringing you guys along with me too. So the WRX, this is the reason why the WRX seems like it's a very slow build, is because honestly a lot of my money is going to that R34, and it's going to be so freaking damn worth it when we take it to that track day or that POV mountain drive day too. We'll set up some mics, and it's going to be absolutely freaking insane. I reckon the thing is just, there's no better sound than a 25 single turbo E85 external gate, you know, and I think we've done a perfect job with the exhaust setup and the manifold setup. It sounds so nice, like it's that nice RB pitch that I just, hearing it, you guys have heard it in the video, I'll probably play it again for you guys now. Just cause, yeah, it's gonna be insane. And that's it, guys, that was the video. So today was just a quick update video for you guys, just showing you where the 34 is and where it's been for the past 6 months, 9 months. And a lot of people asking me, or probably thinking I even sold the car or just stopped building it altogether. It's not the case. I've honestly completely on my end, what I've completely paid for everything. It just comes down to labor and putting it together, which has just been the delay. And I don't want to go too far into it, but it is a bit of a headache. But look, at the end of the day, we're almost finished, and that's just where it is. I just want to give you guys an update on my 34. I do want to make a lot more videos around it, and I will be making more videos around it, so super excited to show you guys that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed those small little clips and walk around with the 34, because look, there's still more I want to do and change interior wise, even in engine bay wise. I still want to change a few more things, but just can't wait to see the thing on the road and shifting through those gears. That's it for today, guys. I'll catch you in the future video, and peace out.